Yay! I just finished my first week of my new job, and this is the start of a new chapter in my life, and I've been thinking about this for a little bit. The change is definitely a whirlwind of emotions. It brings a lot of mixed feelings of excitement, anxiety, and it leads to a lot of emotions of sadness and loss. So starting a new job is definitely really thrilling, but it's also really intimidating. I miss the familiarity of my previous workplace, the routine that I once had, and the colleagues that I worked with. I recently moved as well to a new apartment unit in the city, and I never understood what people meant by moving is so stressful until this time around. So first day of work shenanigans is I've been on IT help support on hold for 56 minutes. I cannot log onto my computer because our login information doesn't work. So I've been waiting, but now orientation has come and I don't exactly know what's going to happen. We'll see how it goes. So this week is gonna be like basically setting up the entirety of what I'm gonna be doing at work. So my computer, admin things, my I-9 form, any certifications, things like that. So the first day of work is gonna be online. Tomorrow, so Tuesday and Wednesday, I'll go into the office, potentially Thursday, and then Friday will be, again, work from home. So we'll see how this goes. There's like 115 people on this Zoom call for this orientation right now. So let's see what HR has to say.
And we hired you, and I can tell you right now, doesn't make mistakes. And the role that I took 8.5 years ago was a role that was actually open for a year before they filled it with me. Now, I don't know, they may have finally made a mistake a year later with that, but who knows? It doesn't really matter. But it's time for you to kind of connect with a few people as well.
I think one goal that I'm going to have is that I need to find a work bestie. That's what I'm going to have to do. Second day of work. Today I'm going into the office. It's a little windy, but I'm excited. Do I know how to get in? No. Do I have a badge? No. Do I know which building? No. So we'll see how this goes. Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. Today's my first day in the office.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay.
I don't have my badge yet, so I was wondering if I could get like a temporary badge of some sort.
What did they tell you though?
Nothing, no
So
confirmation
you
yet.
okay, we'll figure that out
Okay.
as well.
Okay, great.
And do your badge first.
Okay, across the
That's
street.
3.
Okay, great. Thank you so
If
much.
it doesn't work, come back.
Okay, great. Thank you. Great. Thank you so much. Kind of looks ugly. Why does my hair look like that?
Exactly what it's likely the opposite of what they do want us to build this.
We are officially done with our second day of work. Boy, oh boy, being in the office from 9 to 5, it's a challenge, I will say. Especially in the beginning, I think it's like half the time you have something to do, and then the other half you're like, I'm kind of staring at a blank wall right now. But either way, we're gonna do our nightly routine, and I finally have a really nice bathroom after moving out of my old New York City apartment. That bathroom, well, that building in general, next year it would be 100 years old. So I can't blame her for being a little old and crusty. So I wasn't able to do like my proper nightly everything routine, but I recently got, actually I did not recently get this. I had this for a while now, but I just never opened her. But it's basically shower towel. I got this on my trip to Korea, but basically it's an exfoliating towel. Not sure if you can hear this. It basically is very ruggedy, so that when you do like a little bath scrub in the back, it gets all the dead skin cells. So I'm excited to try this out. And then we're gonna do a sheet mask and get ready for the next day. But so far, everyone at work has been really nice, really welcoming, that I have no complaints. I really like everyone so far. And I'm really excited to do the work that I'm gonna do. I'll get back to you on what exactly I'm gonna be doing. But basically right now, I'm on the tech side at a financial firm. So we'll figure it out as we go, because sometimes during the interview, the job description doesn't really match up to exactly what you're doing on the day-to-day. So we're gonna be learning and seeing exactly what this job title is gonna be, this job description, what exactly this job is gonna be. So I'm excited. Like, I'm really happy to be where I am right now. But yeah, I'm gonna stop yapping and get ready for bed, because we're going into the office tomorrow again. Fit check. Low-key a little bit. LOL, just checking if there's anyone here. But low-key a little bit car sick from that ride. Oh boy. Anyways, I'm gonna have a meeting with my manager to do some onboarding activities, and then we'll see where the rest of the day goes. I'm really excited about lunch because the food court's really good. I didn't get to show it yesterday, but the food court has really good sweet potato fries. Day 3 in the office. Gonna have a meeting with my manager. Let's go. It's a Wednesday in the office. It's pretty empty, not gonna lie. There's not many people here. But office essentials is, I brought my water bottle, and then it has like a tea compartment in here so I can drink tea throughout the day. My Muji calendar. She's been an essential. Got dinner home. Hello, it is coffee chat time. It's Thursday. I just closed my work laptop and we're gonna do a little coffee chat. I feel like this would be really fun to just like see how I can maybe look back upon this and see how I progress as a co-worker and an employee, my goals and things like that are. This is my coffee. It's a little too late in the day to have any caffeine for me, or else I wouldn't be able to sleep. But I do want to just like have some questions that maybe we can talk through as people who are first entering the workforce. So I prepared a few things. The first question I want to ask is, what type of coworker and employee do I want to be? Do you want to be? And I was thinking about this for a little bit because I feel like being an employee and coworker is slightly different from being a friend. So as a coworker, I'm hoping that I can be someone that people can really rely on, reach out to if they have any questions. Of course, this is later down the line once I'm completely onboarded, but I really want to communicate openly with my coworkers, hopefully eventually be friends. I know that there are certain boundaries that you can't really pass as a coworker, but I really aim to be like proactive, sharing my ideas, thoughts, giving constructive feedback. In return, I hope I get some constructive feedback as well, and just being respectful and positive in the workplace. That's my ideal environment that I want to work in, and then also the ideal type of coworker that I want to work with and I want to be. So hopefully eventually down the line I can be friends with my coworkers and not just have like transactional interactions with them, rather more like a relationship. So I guess that's one of the things I hope to achieve in this new role. And then question number 2 I had was, what are my goals that I want to achieve in this role? Because this is a new role, there's new requirements, there's new goals that you need to achieve. So setting up like a 30, 60, 90 plan is something that I've already listed and that I hope to hit. So in my role, I heard from my hiring manager and a lot of people on the team that it takes at least 6 months to be completely assimilated and onboarded, which I was like, boom, that's crazy, because in my previous role I thought 3 months was a lot. So I guess 6 months is what the average person gets like complete onboarded in my team, at least. So I guess like a 30-day goal that people could have is building relationships with your team members, with your stakeholders, so you know where to get answers from, if that makes sense. So like if I'm having a question on like Python, I can ask X person because he's the team lead of Python. He knows Python in and out. That's just an example. And then also familiarizing myself with different tools that I can use, understanding the benefits that I have. I think one of my favorite things to do when I go into a new company is snooping through the benefits, because you're like, oh my god, that's kind of cool that this company has this benefit. So that's something I like doing within my first like 2 weeks. And then also trying to find like a group of people that I can lean on if I have any questions, and hopefully that they can like show me tips and tricks to be successful in this role. In my 60-day goal, that'll probably be in like December-ish, but starting to convey my ideas, my thoughts, having inputs on like team meetings. Hopefully by that time I already understand the processes of how things work, and identifying probably areas of where I could continue to improve. So that's something I hope to achieve in my 60-day. In 90 days, it will be hopefully taking on more projects, or hopefully being completely hands-on, being the person in charge of the different products that I own, and also hopefully being able to see through an entire project from building one to creating one, and then to monitoring one and analyzing the data behind it and seeing if it does well. Yeah, so I guess those are my 30, 60, 90 day goals. Who knows if I'm able to achieve them? Fingers crossed I can. And I guess the final bit of a question that you can ask yourself in your new role is, what are resources and tools that you can use to help you succeed in this role? And a lot of the times it's going to be doing those coffee chats, those meet and greets with your team members, with external team members. As someone who's an introvert, I hate these a lot, because I'm talking with a stranger that I don't have any initial grounds with, besides we work in the same company. Like, I had no connection with you whatsoever before this. So in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, I don't know what to like say and things. But they've also been in your position, so they're there to help you as well. So please go into these meet and greets and coffee chats with questions that you have in mind. Ask them what they enjoy about the company, what they don't enjoy about the company, things that they would ideally like to change, because now that you're in the company, you don't have to really suck up in the interview process anymore, but rather you can use this time to really understand how the team works and how the culture works. So I guess those are my little things and questions that you can hopefully sit down and think about, because I was reflecting on this as I was ending my first week of work. So yeah, so cheers, because you're almost done with your week, hopefully, and I hope you're doing really well in your current role, or if you're trying to pivot, you got this. So cheers to everything you've done so far at work. My eyes are so puffy. I was crying last night, but that's for another story. So because I've been a little down lately, with new job, new apartment, new environment. It's just been a little bit of like an adjustment to me. I'm still trying to figure that out. Seems like it doesn't like me too much right now, but it's okay. I'll get through it. So we did a little bit of shopping therapy and I want to show you what I got to help ease my sadness a little bit. Look how cute it is. It's from Gelato Peak. They gifted me 2 pajama sets, so I'm super excited to open it up. Thursday, we're gonna get ready for this morning. Okay, we're gonna follow this recipe. It calls for 3.5 grams of matcha, 25 to 30 grams of water, and 100 grams of milk. Let's try it. Not gonna lie, it looks a little grimy right now because I don't have a matcha whisk, but let's taste this recipe. I feel like if the matcha was whisked a little bit more, it would taste a little bit better, but overall, really good. Follow it if you want some yummy matcha. Moving is a significant transition in people's lives, and it often brings a feeling of nostalgia, and that's what I felt this time around. I'm really sad about leaving behind my first apartment in New York City. This is my first move. New York City is the first place I moved to. I grew up in one place and one place only, and my first apartment was where I created my first 2 years of memories in the city. Knowing where my favorite grocery store is, the buildings I love to look up at, and the familiarity of my previous neighborhood. It's just all an adjustment to a new environment, and it does feel isolating as I'm navigating through an unfamiliar surrounding and searching for a sense of meaning, I guess. It might sound dramatic, but I think that's all I can think of right now. But all these changes really creates a sense of grief for what was familiar and comforting. It's normal to feel this profound sadness as you process through this new transition, longing for stability and connections that you once had with your old place, and navigating the uncertainties of what's ahead. Acknowledging these feelings are important, and it's an important step into finding your next chapter and through changes. So let's navigate through change together.